I'm Lydia and I've been a fashion and lifestyle influencer for 4 years now. Having recently established my YouTube channel, I thought it was time to start a series where I could share the tips and tricks I've learnt along the way, not only through my career but also the years spent consuming street style, fashion photography and literature. A little tongue-in-cheek, this series is entitled Lessons with Lydia, and it's going to be focused around how-tos and generally mastering the art of living a stylish life. Predominantly focused on fashion with interjections of beauty and maybe some interiors. I'll be sharing weekly some of the steps I use from how to get dressed in the morning to choosing the perfect handbag. So sit back and enjoy this series. Hello and a very warm welcome back to Lessons with Lydia. These seem to be coming around very quickly at the moment. We are on lesson number 3, which is all about essential trousers and how to wear them. So as someone living in the UK, I'm sure fellow Brits would agree that trousers are probably our most worn and go-to items in terms of dressing. I often get asked about trouser styles, especially something like slouchy jeans, which I've been wearing so much over the past 6 months. If you follow me on Instagram, you will probably already know that. If you don't, it's at Lydia Jane Tomlinson and you'll be able to see my myriad of slouchy jeans. So I often get asked how to style those and other types of trousers as well. So I thought it would be perfect to combine that into a new Lessons with Lydia video. So in this video, I'm going to touch on body shapes, but I don't want to get too held on to that because I think it's all about how you feel, and if you feel comfortable and confident in something, then it doesn't matter about strict rules. But I just thought I'd kind of touch on it as a general rule of thumb. As I always say, please don't take everything I say to the letter and literally. It's all about adapting it to yourself and your own lifestyle and wardrobe. So the first pair of jeans I'm going to talk about are the straight leg jeans. So in general, I would say straight leg jeans aren't always the most flattering. So I would use certain tips and tricks to get around that and to make sure they are more flattering to your body. So the first thing I wouldn't do is wear them with chunky trainers. I personally feel like that is very unflattering and just kind of, I don't know, the chunky with the jeans is it just doesn't work. It sort of clashes to me. I think if you do want to wear a trainer, the best style to go for is a very low cut, maybe canvasy style, very light style of trainer that exposes the ankle. I think that is key. In terms of shoes, the ones I would go towards more are very delicate style of shoes. So for one, ballet flats I think are really, really nice with the straight leg jean because it really shows that ankle, and I think that is a really important factor when wearing this kind of jean, is that you want to see your ankle underneath. And so something delicate like that where your foot is exposed works really well against the slightly more unflattering style of jeans. Also things like strappy, very fine strappy sandals, you know, those ones with like the thin strap work with that, or just some slip-on sandals. Again, it all goes down to that ankle being exposed and not too much of your foot covered up. In terms of styling with what you're wearing, sometimes straight leg jeans can be a little bit clingy and tight around the thighs. So if you want to maybe take the eye away from that, then a longer line blazer is a really good way to do that, and something I tend to do if I'm wearing slouchy jeans out and about. If you wear a blazer that just kind of skims around the thigh, then it just covers up that little bit where your jeans are perhaps a little bit clingier, and then just skims it nicely, so it takes the eye to the more flattering part of your leg, or the slimmer part of your leg. And then just covers that little bit up there. And again, if I was wearing something like chunky boots with the jeans, as I would probably do in winter, I think you can get away with the chunky boots if you perhaps wear something that just skims the thigh. So trouser essential number 2 is the black cigarette. So black cigarette trousers are pretty much a fail-safe in everybody's wardrobe. I would say they are universally flattering. A little caveat being, I think everybody suits a variation of it. So I would make sure you go and try a pair on so that it flatters you and your body type. But as a kind of general rule, cigarette trousers suit most people, especially a black pair, because black, as we know, is a flattering shade. But for example, some people may suit a higher waist, kind of brings the eye right down. Your waist might be the best part of you and you want to highlight that feature. Or some of you may suit something that's slightly baggy around the thigh and then more tapered in at the leg. So definitely try a few pairs on, but you know, in general, they suit most people. The beauty of these trousers is that you can tailor them across the full spectrum of your wardrobe to really get your money's worth out of them, and they cover all aspects of your lifestyle. So perfect for workwear, obviously. I feel like that is the given. Look so nice in the evening and also in the daytime, worn kind of dressed down more casually. They work really well. So I would say be really careful with how you wear them at the weekend. As I say, they work for all occasions. I definitely think they work at the weekend, but I would say if you may be wearing it with a trench coat, you could be erring on the side of looking a little bit workwear. So be careful what you wear. I'd wear it with trainers, maybe a leather jacket, or like a slouchy kind of jacket, just to really bring the tailored look down. You know, you could pop a sweatshirt and some trainers and it instantly looks really, really cool. And I personally find this is the best way to wear this kind of trousers. Although they work for many occasions, I think really mixing that high-low thing of more formal tailored trousers with slouchy sweaters, trainers, jackets really works, and I think it's a little bit unexpected and it just kind of gives style points, I think, without trying too hard. If you do want to dress them up for evening, I think focus a little bit more on fabrics. So for example, if you want to wear a shirt with it, go for something like a satin or a silk shirt, because I think a cotton shirt, although that would look great in the evening, may again look a little bit workwear. So just think about your fabrics and what would work more for evening. Trouser essential number 3 are the wide legs. So wide leg trousers are really good for body shape if you're a kind of inverted triangle. And by that I mean kind of the shape of top that I'm wearing now. So if you have slightly broader shoulders, I know this top's kind of emphasizing the shoulder area, but if you have naturally broader shoulders and then go on in like an inverted triangle, then wide leg trousers are a really good option for you, because you've got the kind of triangle like this at the top, and then the wide leg trousers balance that out and create that hourglass silhouette. Now the problem with wider legs is that they can be a little bit clingy to your bum and your thighs. So for me, for example, I wouldn't say like my thighs and that area is a particular problem. I don't like saying it like that, but it's not something I really dwell on. But sometimes in certain wide leg trousers, it can be a bit clingy. So if you are more conscious of that area, perhaps wide legs aren't for you. But if you are a more inverted triangle shape, definitely would recommend investing in a pair. Typically how I would like to wear wide leg trousers is by dressing them down. And I think this is because we mostly associate wide leg trousers with a more formal look and perhaps a more evening look. But I like to dress it down. I've worn a couple of looks like black striker t-shirt and then trainers and a leather jacket, and that really kind of brings down that formality of the trousers. And I also think something people perhaps wouldn't consider wearing but works really well with wide leg trousers is an oversized blazer. People perhaps would stray away from wearing oversized with oversized because they perhaps don't think it's flattering, but I kind of beg to differ. I know not everybody will agree with me, but I do beg to differ because I often think that oversized look can be very, very slimming. So if you get an oversized jacket, I'll try and insert a picture of what I'm thinking of with the wide leg trousers. It can look just really cool, really effortless, and particularly I think if you wear them in the same colour, it's more elongating. I'd perhaps avoid this if you are quite petite because you don't want to look like you're drowning in fabric, but if you are a bit taller, this look would really work, especially if you wanted to kind of dress up in the evening but you're not really a dress person. Oversized blazer and wide leg trousers looks really chic, effortless, cool kind of vibe. Trouser number 4, are the leather straight legs. So I couldn't do an essential trousers collection without sharing my beloved straight leg trousers. Leather. Beloved straight leg leather trousers. These basically have been a staple in my wardrobe for years. You'll have probably seen me, again if you've followed me on Instagram for a while, wear these for a long time, and to me they've become pretty much like jeans all year round. I don't just wear them in winter, I wear them in summer too. I know some people won't be able to wear them in summer because of where you live and it's probably too warm for leather trousers, but in England, especially looking out the window today, this weather is pretty tragic, so leather trousers are absolutely fine. The merits of the leather trousers is they look brilliant for evening. They're such an easy way to dress up a look because of the fabric instantly looks a little bit more edgy, cool. I wouldn't say glam, but compared to denim, it is more glam. So in the evening, it's really easy to dress them up just with like a simple tank top and some jewelry. And then again, in the daytime, I would personally wear them in summer with some sandals and maybe a jacket. I actually wore this look to go to a friend's house the other week, and it just, I think, really works well having the sandals with the leather trousers. And again, it's all about that mix of unexpected items. So you wouldn't necessarily always pair sandals with leather, but it just kind of works and it just brings in that unexpected element. If you are someone that strays away from leather trousers, I would really recommend going to try some on in shops. You may have been put off by a bad experience with a certain pair, but I feel like there is a shape out there for everybody. I know I've mentioned the straight leg, but you don't always have to go for that. I mean, skinny leather trousers are amazing as well and work in pretty much the same way, or a slightly slouchier style. So I do recommend, or high-waisted or low-waisted, whatever. I do recommend trying them on because I feel like once you have bought a pair, you'll never go back and you'll wear them just as much as you do denim. So number 5 are the white jeans. I know so many women shy away from white jeans, and I absolutely was one of them until I bought my Under the Stories pair. You'll have seen me, again, referring back to Instagram, but I know I wear them so much over there and also on other YouTube videos. My white Under the Stories jeans, they're actually off-white, have been just a pair that I've gone to time and time again, more than blue denim jeans, and I'm so glad I bought them. They were, I think they're about £65, so they are slightly more expensive for high street, but I have really got my money from them. And I think the key to white jeans is don't get a stark white pair. I think for one, they look cheaper. I think off-white looks a lot more expensive. And also two, they might be a little bit see-through. And I think also you feel a bit more precious in them as opposed to something off-white. When they're stark white, you're a bit like, oh, couldn't possibly wear those. So I think opt for an off-white pair. I'll try and link my Under the Stories ones in the description. I would probably go a size up because they are very stiff and they have no give in them. Again, with the Under the Stories pair is that they are a bit thicker, and I think that is crucial. Again, if you're buying a white pair of jeans, you need to make sure the actual denim is really good because, again, they can look a lot cheaper. So make sure the denim is really good, and the Under the Stories ones are. I think you can wear them all year round. I'll show you some examples, but I wore my white jeans, off-white jeans, in the winter with black. And I think the key to this is the balancing out of your colours. So if you've kind of got a dark top on, I struggle with shoes, but if you balance the dark top out with dark boots on the bottom and then have the white in the middle, it just balances the eye and the proportions out so that you can get away with wearing black and then the off-white jeans together. And then I think for summer they work really nicely with all neutrals, an all neutral look you can't go wrong with, or just kind of tonals, so naturally colours, maybe tan sandals and linens, and very light fresh materials I think work really, really well with the off-white denim. Number 6 is the slouchy jeans. The slouchy jeans seem to be one that present people with the most problems. And while I kind of understand that, I feel like a lot of these issues may come from people who haven't actually bought them yet or tried them on with things in their wardrobe and instantly dismiss them as, I can't wear that. But I honestly have found the slouchy jeans to be so flattering. I love the style, and I think really it's all about how you wear it and what you wear it with. So the key to the slouchy jeans are the ankles and the waist, and these jeans allow you to show both elements off. You need to have, I would say, both kind of more on show if you want to wear them in the most flattering way, because obviously they are very balloon shaped, they're quite oversized, quite baggy. So to balance that out, a great thing to do is put a belt with it, cinch it in at the waist, so then you can actually see where your real body is and then what the style of the jeans is, and that balances with the daintier ankle, so the slimmer waist and then the daintier ankle at the bottom. And that is why sandals work really well with slouchy jeans, heeled mules, any kind of mules actually work really well, or anything a little bit more soft and delicate. Strappy sandals work very well, and heels too. Actually, I would say a lot of heels work with the slouchy jeans, like pointed heeled stilettos are a really good way to wear slouchy jeans because it brings the eye right down to the furthest point. You've got the pointy toe and your eye gravitates right down to that, and your foot is in a kind of flattering angle that sweeps down and elongates the leg. Another tip I would suggest when wearing slouchy jeans is to go for something like this, or a puff sleeve, something where you've got the bigger shoulders at the top, or a puff sleeve, because a bit like I was saying with the wide leg trousers, it creates that slightly more hourglass silhouette. So you've got the bigger shoulders at the top, and then of course you're going to cinch in the waist with the belt, and then the slouchy jeans just out, so it does create that silhouette, and then you can put your heels or strappy sandals with that at the bottom. A lot of people ask me how to wear them in winter, and my go-to shoe to wear the slouchy jeans in winter is a pointy heeled boot. It could be a kitten heel, it could be a high heel. Again, like I said with the pointy shoe, it brings the eye right down, and because pointy heeled boots are usually slimmer at the ankle, again it creates that illusion. It's not really an illusion, but it just shows off the slimmer ankle rather than a chunky boot, because that would make you look a bit squatter, where this would elongate you out. Number 7 are the linen trousers, which are kind of specifically dedicated to summer. I love linen trousers in summer. I find them really easy to wear, and I think instantly makes something more casual. For me, they're something I would just kind of throw on if I was doing jobs, running around, just wanted something comfortable, but perhaps didn't want to go for sweats or anything too casual. They kind of strike that nice balance where you're not feeling suffocated in denim jeans, but you're also not lounging around in your sweatpants. So it's just really that nice boundary. So I'd wear it with t-shirts, anything light, linens, things like that, other linens. Trainers I think work well with linen trousers. I usually tend to go for a slightly cropped pair, that perhaps high waist, slim on the leg but not tight, and then cropped, and trainers again work well with those. If you are looking to buy a pair, I would go for something neutral or black navy that you know you will get a lot of wear out of, because you want to be able to pair it with all your basics, because for me that's what they're all about. It's just that ease and throwing it all together as quickly as you can, and getting a nice block colour and a neutral or plain dark works really well for that. 8 is the paper bag trousers. Again, a favourite of mine, and not too dissimilar from the slouchy jeans. This is definitely, obviously, with the slouchy and the paper bag, a favourite kind of style of mine that cinches you in at the waist and then just kind of skims out and then back in at the ankles. And I find that really flattering for me. Over the years, I've actually bought multiple pairs of paper bag trousers, and I feel like they never go out of style. And I think that's the key with trousers, is if you find a shape and a pair that you love, don't be put off by the trend of the moment, because I don't think anybody wants to make that mistake where they're wearing the latest trend, something like cycling shorts, and it's just not for them. It doesn't flatter them, it's not their personality, and you can tell, and that really shows through. Whereas if you're wearing really nice pair of trousers that you feel confident and comfortable in, even if they're not bang on trend, I think that shines through as more stylish and you are more comfortable as well. So who doesn't want that over being trend led? I think for the paper bag, sometimes I would say blazers don't always work. I think they look a little bit too corporate sometimes. I'd go for more a slouchy style of jacket or a denim jacket, because they can look a little bit formal, especially if you kind of had a belted in waist. So maybe something a bit slouchier to balance that out. Finally, we have the skinny jeans. These are probably my least worn style, to be honest, unless I'm wearing them. I often wear them if I've got wellies on, because I want that tight with the wellies, or in winter if I'm wearing like long boots or something. But I tend not to go for skinny jeans just because I prefer other styles of trousers and they suit me better. But I think you might be someone who suits the skinny jeans and loves them. I think there are a lot of merits to the skinny jeans. They can be uber flattering, and I think to make them look really modern, a good way to wear them is a really oversized boxy blazer, like a single-breasted blazer. Think kind of the Frankie Shop or Pixie Market, and just having that contrast between the big oversized, like almost 90s jacket with the skinny jeans just looks really cool and effortless. And then pair that either with like a mule, flat sandal mule, or a heeled mule, or like a strappy sandal with a kitten heel. I think a no-go for skinny jeans is to pair them with a big, tall stiletto heel. I just feel like that is a fashion flaw and faux pas. I'm sure somebody will prove me wrong. I think it looks a bit more modern, on trend to have a lower heel, especially if you're wearing something like skinny jeans. And again, I feel like this is a token and a takeaway from this video. The balance of the dainty shoe with the skinny jeans and oversized blazer, it's all about that juxtaposition again, and mixing those unexpected things. So mixing the masculine with the feminine, the dainty with the tougher, and really creating that juxtaposition that perhaps a lot of people wouldn't think of. So that is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've taken something away from it. Let me know if you have. Let me know if you're enjoying the lessons. I think the main thing to take away from this one is that trousers and wearing trousers is all about getting the balance of proportions right, especially with your shoes and your jackets. I feel like that is the key when wearing trousers. And I think it's trial and error as well. Like, you could perhaps try something on that you wouldn't think to put together and it would work, and vice versa. So it's all about trying it on and looking in the mirror and really assessing whether it works or not, seeing where your eye's drawn to, and if the balance looks right, or does it look thrown off balance. And then think again about throwing something in there that you wouldn't necessarily expect, like a dainty shoe with the slouchier jeans. So yeah, just think about the proportions and think about mixing things together that you perhaps wouldn't expect to. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you have. I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. Thanks for watching and goodbye. Bye.